Busuya obrigado sports anyway. We are here to learn. Sebinyansa any baku for him. I think I did a post about Audrey and I've had several comments. I'm a person me reply to those comments. Now you know idea with the comment, right? Stanley Jazzy, or say, why are you confusing yourself? Madrid problem is the absence of a deep line playmaker. Which position is the deep line playmaker? Is it not a central defensive midfielder and number 6? You don't know anything about football, okay? What is the difference between a deep line playmaker and number 6? Or say, I don't know anything about football. What is the difference between a deep line playmaker and number 6? And no nedia or no atimi at all. So for the benefit of our listeners, you be indicating only a DP. In the first place, untimi deep line playmaker a rules. What I say? And number 6, of course, a position. Number 6, 10, 8, a position. But with the deep line playmaking rule, a rule I assign a certain player. In my next video, remember different types of roles I work with football. In my next video, I'll do that. Nemo, we are focusing only on number 6, and the deep line playmaker. Now we feel now and what he say. In the first place, the deep line playmaker a roles duties I assign more be on the photo play. Nemo, number 6 in a defensive midfielder in a juma in basic responsibilities and a bit operated deep or sitting deep. Our influence play from that a deep zone, and remember possibilities be for you to know me reasons and me explanations to this. Unsubscribe to my YouTube channel now. Now was subscribe to me at the mame. One thing we should know is a deep line playmaker and number 6 a juma. A deep line playmaker and number 8 a juma. A deep line playmaker and number 10 a juma. Obi abetimi aye. Nemmom omo both deep line playmaking role na siu to omo no eye number 8 and number 6. Tiye omo both deep line playmaking role na siu to omo no eye number 8 for na mprempe omo bone kese pa and number 6. Metro reason it here. Because the deep line playmaker no or build it up, ball progression, controlling the tempo of the game. And the defensive midfielder, a provider shot in any idea, a deep line playmaker draw back to dictate the tempo of the game, making sure so that the ball, a free I can say the deeper zones and they are advanced. Zone 8, zone 17, zone 14, all the dangerous zone. Obey me, I'm a line breaking pass. No, now and woman united me, I come apart. So the deep line playmaking rule now, you can't any idea, you know. I idea say. When it comes to creativity, a omo biggest asset. A deep line playmaker biano. When it comes to creativity, a nejuma. Name defensive midfielders. When it comes to creativity, a secondary duties. In Tiabrebi obehu a defensive midfielder. Onim creativity biano. Not just say or you pro. Into a bit to say Audrey you pro. He's a defensive midfielder. But when it comes to creativity, or was out touching also a winning game room, ama and woman in a team a come apart. So these are some of the examples and some of a normal be an army persemi. So number 6, where you play, where positional responsibility comes in, very very important. And I'm at the one come out to me at the Atrono. And two for beat is number 6 for no. Ufo beat is a Casemiro number 6, a typical number 6 on a deep line playmaker. Audrey a typical number 6 plus or your slight deep line playmaker or your 6 but or your slight deep line playmaker. Then again, Sergio Busquets a number 6. He's an elite deep line playmaker. Tony Cruz a number 8. Name or your primary a deep line playmaker on your traditional number 6 and we are Tony Cruz no. Del Piero a deep line playmaker on also met me up as register a number 6. And to say Ubashe Inter Milan team nana Piero no na a Inter Milan team no and I say sorry AC Milan team nana Piero no na a wanya a Gattuso Clarence Seedorf Mfinfino Piero and a Kaka. So Seedorf and Gattuso, they were the anchors, the anchormen. But Piero was the deep line playmaker that registered there. What you say? Oba Chelsea Tamana Ngolo Kante ono Matic ono no. Jorginho was the deep line playmaker. He was dictating the tempo of the game. Babiana game no beko biano. It was Jorginho. And na yes ade ni nyina 40 man team at the Chelsea Football Club. What I say? Oba Manchester City Madi come of reasons with that. Even Paris Saint-Germain. You call Paris Saint-Germain says yeah. Why in about 6? Joao Neves and about 6 for Paris Saint-Germain. Who is the deep line playmaker there? Vitinha. Vitinha na a deep line playmaker for Timothy and then can say Urama. Paris Saint-Germain. So when you talk about the deep line playmaker, no, deep line playmaker and number 6. And your number 8 and your number 10. The deep line playmaker no rosa ya signing edma specific players omu fit near quicker ombetimi abua bed out from the danger zones atimi ediako. They on subscribe to my YouTube channel na was subscribe at the amame. Any can say a confusing position any rules. What I say internity and I may a video way. And you share a near can say Urama. A defensive midfielders DM4 no number 6 for no number 6 no you different types of number 6 na atimi abwa empa you hold the midfielders no more and a protect the defense and maintain balance typical a holding midfielders. We have the anchors omune ebunua no omu ye sebi nkwasi adwuma no won maklele mo no umbetapa won Gattuso one Casemiro. These are typical anchors. Moise Caicedo mo, Chouameni mo, omo ya anchors, omo ya typical anchors. Then we have a register or a deep line playmakers. Almost so that particular side. Omo ne detect the tempo of the game. Omo build it from the danger zone and omo start Emma game no etimi through pa. We have a ball winning midfielders. Almost so no eboa with tackles, duels and secondary balls and the destroyers. Almost so form under the anchors. Half backs almost so can be and deep controllers almost so wasabi. When it comes to the number 8 row no. Number 8 midfielders are central midfielders and so we have the box to box midfielders no. The typical box to box midfielders. One will be to say Fabian Repenna. He's a typical box to box midfielder. Declan Rice or a typical box to box midfielder. Tamanana Thomas Partey. Declan Rice, Elliot Anderson. He's a typical box to box midfielder. Omojuma Omoya I don't know. Enzo Fernandez a box to box midfielder. Fede Valverde a box to box midfielder. What I say? Alexis McAllister to some extent or quite advanced kakra. So Ran Ravenberg more ono mo ye jumana. McAllister stakune ni more as an advance. And then you want Mazzella. The Mazzella no so and it's a half winger, a half near kind of say midfielder. Inti Mazzella phone e move quad the half spaces. Now or more aqua the wide areas. No more create overload. What I say? So these are the Mezzeles. Onono e bobo na se park ne so a oye 8 and prempino uhunu e wo number 7 inside oye 10 and prempino hunu e wo number 11 inside and one year can say ball carrying number 8 for no almost 8 minute ball no ekopa and a two-way midfielders omo combine and a tempo controllers omo nyina obenya sa rules no duties no e wo number 8 for no so we rules and duties are aya na ya sign e de ema the number 8 for no when it comes to the creative attacking midfielders na number 10 for no central attacking midfielders and as attacking midfielders na omo play behind the midfield and attack and omo create chances man omo nyina kama advanced playmakers omajuma nyina ne say creativity eye key ma omo pa the advanced playmakers no omo na final balls no nyina final passes no e ko omo nchen omo na masa adwuma no that's their duties because omo ko advance omo ball behind the strikers and then omo nyina yetimi kama pa ye wo tere kwa tester for no ho highly free attacking creator with a limited defensive responsibility a typical trekwa tester Luka Modric Iniesta a typical trekwa tester Kaka omajuma no omobeko to that extreme making sure say ombe finance our creativity no at the abuama no ma nyina timi ayakama ye was shadow striker omo arrive from the midfield Jude Bellingham he's a shadow striker obetimi arrive from the midfield no awuram no aba bepem Jude Bellingham na juma no, he's a shadow striker. Yewo Enganche. And Ganchen is a traditional central playmaker who dictates the attack from an advanced position. And Ganche, your second striker, auxiliary striker, your prima punta, the main striker, your free 8 and your free row. What you say? Any of the hybrid rules, your wide midfielders, wide 8, wide playmaker, and woman in a team. So these are some of the things roles are being from midfielders number 6, 8, 10. No 6 for no holding, anchor, destroyer, ball winning, and halfback. 8 for no deep and progressive, register, deep line playmaker, controller, ball carrying. 8 box to box midfielder central. 8 central box to box Mezzera, Carelio, passing 8 and a 2-way and creativity advanced playmaker, trequartista and ganche and a shadow striker. Obrigado.